to another episode of Not Afraid to Garden.
Today I'd like to talk about these Kalanchoes. Look how beautiful they are. And they get really big. Now I've had this one for, I want to say, over a year. And look how beautiful this has grown. I put it in a hanging basket. And it has flowered already. Because I'm in my basement greenhouse, the humidity that it has here has even given some of these little shoots here roots. So technically, I went to snip that right here, that stem there, and I'm going to plant this as a new plant. Look how beautiful those leaves are, and it's so green. I think I might have a couple of them in here. So I have another one down there. See that with the roots there. I think I have another one here. So I'm going to snip everything else around it, everything that's brown, and I will snip it. Let's snip it down here, sort of down here, so I can put this up to the roots inside the soil, and then that's another new plant. Oh, I got another one here. Look at that. Roots are right there. So these are all new plants. Anything that has a root growing on it, you can actually plant it as a new plant. And I've done that already with this one here. So let me lift this up right here. So I have a new plant here, another new Kalanchoe. Look how nice and shiny those leaves are. It's so healthy. And again, I am recycling my Keurig little containers because they have to filter. And because it has the filter, it holds that soil really well. And then it has, I'm going to put one of them in here. And this is, I have a little bit of peat moss and my regular soil with this. So that's a mix. And then it's got that little hole on the bottom there where the water drains. So it's just perfect. I've got a couple of other plants here. Look at this. It's a mother of 1,000. I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 succulents here. That one and this one. I have a strawberry plant right there. This one. And I forgot the name of these 2 here. I think they're like a strawberry begonias, but I don't think that's what it is. But look how beautiful that is. And then I have a jade growing there. And then I've got 2 spider plants here, but they've grown. I mean, these have grown quite a bit because when I planted them, they were pretty tiny. But look at that. I just have them in this tray here. And then I just water them in here, directly in here. So yeah, so you can recycle your little Keurig little containers, and then just use them just to plant your smaller plants until they get a little larger, and then you can transfer them over. But you can keep them here for quite a while. And this one has the little pink flowers. So I'm going to plant another one here. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to grab my scissors. And I'm going to find one that already, actually I have 2 plants here. I have this one here that has roots. And I've got this one here that has roots right in there. So I can actually make this 2 plants. So I'm just going to cut it right at the end here. Right there. Now let's grab the plant very gently. Let's bring it over. Let's put it on top of this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of any old or any brown, anything that's dried. I'm going to snip this down here. So now I have two roots here. Let's see if I can focus in. See those roots? I know they're tiny, but it's enough that I can start another plant. Look at that pretty pink flower. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it right in here. I want to bring it down enough that the roots are touching that soil. I need the roots to touch the soil right there. And just make sure you put a little bit of that root all around it. There you go. How pretty that is. Just make sure the soil is in there. And then I'm going to water it in just a few minutes, but I have the other one here. So let's come on over. And I've got a couple of these containers here. I painted this one, but the paint doesn't hold well here, as you guys can see. The paint started to dry up, so I have to figure out a different type of paint. I think I have to get acrylic paint. I've got a couple of these here, so let's bring this one over. Got my soil already here in this pot. I've got peat moss, a little bit of soil, and then I've got the oh my goodness, a little white. Let me see, I don't know why my mind is going blank right now. Here we go. Okay, and let's place this one in here. And let's make sure that those roots will be covered up. So I actually just select the center here very gently, placing it in there. I want to make sure my root is in there. I put my soil all the way around. I'm covering it up. Here we go. So there's my other plant. Before you know it, it's going to get pretty big. And this is how I start new plants. And this one is the Kalanchoe, and it's the pink. I do have it in orange somewhere. I'm not sure where that is, but out of that one plant now I have 1, 2, 3. And you guys saw that I can actually create more because they have roots. Add the water. Just let that water soak in. Because this has peat moss, it's taking a little longer for the water to actually just filter through, but that's okay. I'll do the same thing on this one. And I'll just let that water filter right through. This one will go through pretty soon. The water will come through. So that is how you actually, I guess, create more plants with your Kalanchoe. So don't be afraid, making sure that you have your mother plant somewhere where it has the humidity is kind of high, so that way you can it can build those roots. It can start to grow those roots. So then you can just take those roots, cut them, and then just create more plants. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this short video, and let's keep an eye on these plants and continue to see how they continue to grow. Okay, so here's the final result. I propagated 6 plants. Look at them. So it's been a week already, and this is what they look like now. Believe it or not, a week has made a big difference because look how taller they've gotten in just 1 week. They grow pretty big, and I've made sure that they've had enough water to be able to establish themselves in the recycle containers. So now I'll just watch them grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Other than that, I will see you next week. Peace.